Live. Are we sure about that though? Just truthfully, I don't even know. Let's hope that we are. There we go. That's good. All right, here we go. All right. So, how are we looking today? We're looking good. Jersey looks good. Got Jasper on the bed. How's that look? You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, let's set that to 20. See if that makes a difference. All right, so as long as we're talking, we should be good. Okay, welcome, whoever is in here. All right, national anthems should be coming up shortly. I'm nervous for this one. I shouldn't be nervous, but I am. I'm a little bit nervous. Florida Panthers, Edmonton Oilers, Game 5 coming at you shortly here. Series is tied up at 2 games apiece. The Edmonton Oilers are making minimal lineup changes. Arvidsson is down on the fourth line. Troy Stetcher remains in, and Corey Perry has moved up to second line left wing. As for the Florida Panthers, I don't believe they made any changes. But yeah, other than that, um, I'm pretty sure that's it really for all the big pregame. I forgot one very big one. Calvin Pickard will be starting tonight's game for the Edmonton Oilers. Because he is the goalie of record last game, he is now, I believe, 8-0 in these playoffs, which is absolutely insane. He only has, I believe, the stat was 3 career seasons with 8 wins, and he's got 8 in these playoffs without a loss. Definitely, this game could very well turn the series, and I fully expect it to. 7-0. Okay, perfect. So he is 7-0. If the Panthers are able to get to him like they were able to get to Skinner last game, it could be very well the tide that turns this series. And if Pickard is able to hold it, then Edmonton might have found something here. Now, you have to think, is he 100%? I'm going to assume no, just because no goalie, no player in this series is going to be not 7%, 100%. Go Oil Town? No, not in this stream. You're more than welcome to stay here. We are cheering for not just the Panthers, specifically Brad Marchand here. Obviously, this is normally a Bruins channel. For the Stanley Cup Final, we are a Panthers channel, specifically highlighting Brad Marchand. We'll go with. Yeah. Other than that, I believe national anthems are getting underway right now. And then, yeah, we will be getting right into it. Drop your score predictions down in the chat. Would love to see them. I'll let you know what I think of them. I'll give them credit. This Oilers barn is absolutely electric, as it always is every playoff game. They know how to stay fired up. They know how to get a team fired up. And so far, each team is 1-1 on home ice. Is sorry, two and each team is 1-1 on home ice this series. Definitely going to be interesting to see how that changes tonight. If Edmonton's able to hold it, if Florida is able to steal another one in Edmonton, as the players are just now taking the ice, coming out to Metallica because it's absolutely an electric song. Oil win 3-2. I don't hate that, honestly. Bobrovsky played a pretty good game last night. Not last night, last time out. I don't think he had his best game of these playoffs. I expect him to bounce back, and I expect Pickard to stand up big. And 2 goals falls almost directly in line with what he's had for the rest of these playoffs. I could very easily see him only giving up 2, and the Oilers allowing or scoring 3 themselves. All right, just making sure we are good here. We look good. We look good. Wonderful. Nope. There we go. All right. Now, same thing as last game. You're going to need the 2 Edmonton starts to come up big. Draisaitl obviously came up very big with the OT winner last game. I thought it was going to be Florida winning that in overtime. They looked very good, especially bouncing back from their second period, which normally they dominate, but just got shelled in last time. But I mean, you're going to need Florida to start hot if they want to win, and if the Oilers want to win, they're going to need the big guys to show up. I honestly, I don't know. I'm going to say that it does, and it wouldn't surprise me if it does either. They've played, I believe it was 58 minutes worth of overtime in the past, like over the course of this series. I would fully expect it to go to overtime tonight. It's going to have to come down to how both teams look at the end of the third period and how they look in the second period, honestly. It might go to 2. And then after that, it's just luck of the draw. It would probably help them out if they got more than 4 minutes out of Troy Stetcher. Obviously, he played I think it was 1 or 2 shifts, under 30 seconds each. After that third Florida goal, I think at the end of the first period there, I wouldn't completely put that on him, but you're gonna have to put it on someone, unfortunately. And Skinner was arguably one of the better players on Edmonton in that first period. And unfortunately, it's the only wake-up call that you can send to a team. It worked, obviously. They came back 4 goals 4 goals. Florida tied up with 20 seconds left, but came very close to winning it in regulation. All right. I do want the cup to come back to Canada. I am Canadian. In case you didn't know, I want to come back to Canada. I also, as a Bruins fan, want Marchand to win it. I hope that makes a bit of sense. What? No. Hey, come on. Hey, hey, come here. No? All right, fine. All right. I do have a cat just chilling right there. There he goes, up onto my bed right there. He'll probably be in and out throughout the stream tonight. No, I mean, as of right now, like looking at it realistically, I'm from Ontario, Canada, Southern Ontario, Niagara region. Looking at it right now, what could a team realistically do that has cap space that could push them over the edge to beat one of these two teams? Because Florida doesn't have a ton of guys to resign. They have Bennett, they have Marchand. I unfortunately could see Marchand sticking around in Florida. Uh, as for Sam Bennett, I mean, they have the cap space to re-sign him. If Vegas gets Marner, maybe they beat Edmonton. I don't quite think they do though. Even with Marner, just based on how he's playing. But anyways, as we line up for the opening face-off, Game 5 from Edmonton, Alberta. Here we go. And Edmonton wins it and immediately gets played by Sergei Bobrovsky. And that did not take long for the Let's Go Oilers chance to start off. Bennett with it now, down the corner, gets cross-checked. No call, though. Puck skates out. Oh, and a great first chance there by, was that Connor, was that, yeah, that was Connor Brown. Okay, cool. Belleville, honestly, how is it there? I've never been. I do want to go though. I want to hit up every OHL team eventually, and I think Belleville. No, does Belleville still have a hockey team? I don't. Oh boy, I honestly forget if they do. Uh, no, maybe I'm not. I'll have to look that up. Edmonton with it in their own zone, gets it out into the neutral zone, gets sent right back in by Florida, played by Pickard, back behind the net. Are they able to clear it? Yes, they are. Puck barely skirts into the Florida zone. Back behind the Florida net now. Nate Schmidt with it. Sends it up to Barkov. To Chuck, sorry. The 9 looked like a 6 there. Edmonton with it now behind their own net. Sends it up. Just able to clear it. Marchand with it now comes right back in onside. Nurse with it now back behind the net. And they're able to clear it once again. Edmonton still the only team with a shot here. Oh, I thought they did have the Belleville Senators. I just wasn't sure if they were still the Belleville Senators. Edmonton is currently favored to win tonight's game. If you're over 19, I wouldn't. I'd personally throw a couple dollars on this game. I haven't yet. I might at first intermission though. Down into the Florida zone. They are able to recover it and clear it right back out. And bobbled there, and McDavid nearly picks it up. Nico Mikkola with it now. Receives the pass back. And again, cleared out into the neutral zone. Seth Jones with it. Gets it dumped in. And again, Calvin Pickard plays it. Oh, what are you doing here if you're a Habs fan? You know what? I'm not gonna complain. Eh, oh, McDavid nearly buries the first goal of the game 3 minutes in. Oh boy, that could have been close. Nope, that's not McDavid. Edmonton with it now back behind their own net, waiting for a change. Puck gets dumped all the way into the Florida zone with it now. Edmonton's fourth line out on the ice now. Gets dumped in by Nate Schmidt. And Edmonton has gone very quickly to the Sergei chance. Not too sure how that's going to work. Hasn't worked out great in the past. As Greer will head off for a change. Mikkola with it now. Takes it for a skate just into the neutral zone before dumping it in. And the puck will get deflected out of play. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't see what a team could do that could get them past either one of these two teams on either side of the league. I could see a three-peat coming for this matchup at least. As for who wins if they make it there again, that's going to have to wait till next year. All right, 16:26 left. 16:15 as Edmonton enters the zone offside, and that will be blown dead. Edmonton is 12-5 when the series has been tied up at 2 games apiece. All right. Florida wins it and bobbles the puck, gets it sent deeper into their zone. Marchand with it now into the neutral zone, takes it right into the offensive zone, and does get a shot off, and it gets deflected out once again. All right, Florida with a chance. Edmonton able to deflect it, but can't quite clear it. As Florida gets another shot off right there. As Edmonton finally clears the puck, sends it, can't quite get it into the Florida zone. Marchand back with it now, down along the half wall. Can't quite get a shot off there. Up to the defenseman. Defenseman puts it on, and puck gets knocked out of the zone. Oof. Florida's trying to lay the body in this one. Haven't quite really been able to connect on many big hits, but gotta give him credit for trying. Oh, and Connor Brown nearly pots one. But Borowski was fishtailing there, couldn't quite find it. Definitely had no idea where it was. There we go. Edmonton back with it now into the offensive zone. McDavid with it. and can't quite go 3-on-1 or 1-on-3 there. Barkov with it now into the Florida zone. Dumps it off, and the shot is deflected out once again. Oh, Connor Brown with a great drive there. Oh, that puck ripped off the post and nearly went in. Shots at 3-2 in favor of Edmonton right now. I would expect this game to be very even for shots, hits, mostly everything. All right, Edmonton wins the draw clean. I think that was Nurse back behind the net with it. Gets it cleared out and gets dumped right back in. And we have another stoppage once again at 14:03. Edmonton with it, drops it briefly into their zone before sending it back up through the neutral zone. Florida recovers back into their own zone. Nate Schmidt with it now. Gets it up to the neutral zone. Gets sent down into the Florida zone. Or down to the Edmonton zone. And Edmonton is able to recover and drag the puck back up through the neutral zone. We're already almost 7 minutes into this game, and there's only been 5 shots. Connor Brown with a great chance again on that replay. Man, you gotta think that's gotta be one that you gotta bury. I mean, if you're not burying those, that might be a very big chance in this game that Edmonton just threw away there. Not need that up that high. Okay, can my stream stop freezing, please? That would be lovely. It's loading once again. Okay. All right. And we are back. The Oilers have 15 minor penalties called against them in these. Wow, that was terrible. The Oilers have 15 minor penalties called against them in the Stanley Cup final this year. There we go. Finally got that one out. 4 shots total here, 2 apiece, just like this series. And the puck gets sent right back down into the Florida zone. Bobrovsky plays it around. Edmonton is able to recover it. That's Jeff Skinner with it down in the corner. And Ekholm with it now, sends it over. Ekholm receives it again, slap shot, goes off the glass behind Bobrovsky. Out comes with it Marchand out there with, is that Lundell, I think? I think it is. And Marchand nearly takes the run at Calvin Pickard there. Oh, boy, he's lucky he got away with that one. Oh, boy. Edmonton would not have taken too kindly to that. Marchand comes in, takes the shot just before the hash marks, and then does a drive-by on Calvin Pickard. Oh, boy. That could have been bad for him. All right. McDavid and I missed the number on that. I think that's. Oh, Barkov comes in to take it now. Oh, okay, that was Reinhardt. I thought that was. All right. And Bouchard hands it out of the offense, out of the defensive zone for Edmonton as it gets sent right back in, down into the back of it. Barkov still fighting for it with McDavid. Neither one of them can fully come up with it, but Florida does end up getting the retrieval on it as the puck gets shot in and deflected multiple times, going wide. Nate Schmidt with it now. Down along the half wall, turns the puck over and gets it sent back up into the neutral territory. As Florida's able to recover, Barkov with it now on the outside hash mark, down behind the net. Dumps it off for Reinhardt. Reinhardt in a puck battle in the corner now. Edmonton is able to win it. And Edmonton gets it fully here. Connor Brown with it now. Turns on the Jets. Oh, doesn't quite get a breakaway there. Mikkola with it now. Down behind the Florida net. Sends it out into neutral territory. Draisaitl up over the boards now. As Bobrovsky thought he had that one, but he didn't. His rebound control has not been great tonight so far, but Edmonton has not been able to get many second chances. And is that getting called for high sticking? Well, that puck was bouncing on him there. Lundell Draisaitl. Draisaitl does win it. And that puck gets deflected out of play once again. Marchand with it now, takes a shot, and he scores! And he will extend his lead as, how do I want to say it? I don't even know how to say this. As the NHL's active goal scorer in the Stanley Cup final to 12. How does Edmonton keep letting this guy get sprung for breakaways? Absolutely undresses Calvin Pickard right there. Has to undress Matthias Ekholm, though, first. What a move from Brad Marchand. Absolutely picking pockets right there. And Florida goes up 1-0 halfway through the first period. Florida has an 11-3 record these playoffs when scoring first. That is pretty damn good. One of those losses coming last time out. Marchand has 9 goals these playoffs on the third line. Third line? I think he's on the third line for Florida. I very well should know that, but I do not. Stetcher with it now. Clears it out, but barely. Florida's able to immediately recover with it as they send the puck out of the offensive zone. Sam Bennett just levels Troy Stetcher. And fans are not happy with it. I would be too, honestly, if I'm an Edmonton fan. That was, oh boy, very well interference. And the puck gets iced 200 feet away. Well, I won't complain with the Marchand goal. Yeah, Sam Bennett. That, oh boy. Ooh. That's one where it was an accidentally on purpose play, and Sam Bennett just kind of runs over Troy Stetcher. Does that get called in the regular season? Absolutely, it does every time. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, it's not. Especially because the series is tied, it's not getting called. And shot comes on from the point. Calvin Pickard is able to stop it. As we head to commercial for one of the final times this period. Shots are 5-3, I believe, Florida. So fairly even game. Edmonton's played a lot better defensively tonight than they have in the past couple games. Shots were 17-7 at the end of the first period last game. And Edmonton so far has held them to 5. That's got to be an improvement. I know you're down 1, but down 1 is better down 3 with 17 shots. There is still a lot of time left, not only in the game, but in the first period. Edmonton's got to try and get one back here. Oh, boy. I want Florida for the sole purpose of Brad Marchand. I would, if I had to take my Bruins bias out of it, I'm going with Edmonton, but Marchand is just a little too good for me to not cheer for Florida. But again, I will be happy for Marchand. I couldn't care less if anyone else on that team wins another cup. Corey Perry is second on the list for most goals in the Stanley Cup Final. Wow. Andre Palat, not Evander King, Patrick Kane? Patrick Kane. There we go. And Evgeny Malkin are the other two on that list in the top 5. Edmonton is able to clear it into the neutral zone, and they are able to barely break into the Florida zone before getting the puck sent right back out. Barkov with a chance can't quite get it past Calvin Pickard right there. As all right, Barkov gets sat down just beside the Edmonton net. Here comes Edmonton though, 3-on-2. Reinhardt with it now, dumps it in. Lindell with it now, back behind the Edmonton net. Marchand with it now, in the far dot, circles around, can't quite get the puck to the defenseman, puts it on from the point, gets deflected out. Edmonton is looking for a penalty there. They're not getting one. The refs are going to start letting a lot of things go here, and fans are going to need to get used to it. Jones with it. Does he come up with it from the puck battle in the corner? Yeah, Florida does come up with it. Here comes Sam Bennett now. 3-on-2 through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Oh, Florida again nearly gets one. Brown with it, sends it off to McDavid. McDavid to the point. Can't quite get it on there. Lucerinen with it now. Gets it into the neutral zone before getting dumped in from Matthew Tkachuk. Brad Marchand nearly picked up an assist right there from that. I mean, that was honestly a great cross-breeze shot. Just couldn't quite get a handle on it. Arvidsson with it now. I believe one of the first times he's touched the puck this game. And puck is lost and deflected out of play. I just realized. Well,
There we go. I hope the audio is a bit better. I just realized I was connected to my earbuds. Hopefully it's better now. Lucerinen almost had that one right there. That very easily could have put Florida up too. Verhaeghe dumps it into the Florida zone. Barkov is there. Barkov gets to the defenseman Forsling. Back down to Barkov and nearly gets a tip from Reinhart there to deflect the puck in. I honestly think you got lucky with the Marchand goal. You're going to have to beat this guy with deflections. He's been rock solid for the Oilers the entire playoffs. Every game, he's won every game. He's been one of... you know what? I'll say Calvin Pickard, best goalie in the playoffs, as Edmonton does not get one. Ref waves it off. Fans thought they did. They were celebrating. But the referee will wave it off as Seth Jones with it now in the Edmonton zone, down in the near corner. Gets it rimmed around, and Nate Schmidt can't quite get to it before it clears the zone. Jones deflects it, takes it back into his own zone, sends it over to Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt takes it now up into the neutral zone, sends it down, and Edmonton will recover in their own zone. Greer is right there, though. Can't quite pick it up. McDavid now turns on the Jets. Can't quite get past Nate Schmidt with the puck. Kulikov with it now. Gets it up to AJ Greer. Matthew Tkachuk's there. Turns the puck over to Evan Bouchard, who dumps it right back in. As who was that who just got upended? That was Evander Kane who just got upended right there in the neutral zone. Again, arguably could have called that one interference as well. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to see it now. I'm starting to see these now. Oh boy. Puck gets dumped in once again into the Edmonton zone. Tkachuk with it, can't quite find a man out in front. Edmonton sends it back the other way, can't get into the Florida zone. And here comes Bennett now, into the far circle. Nothing doing with the shot there, though. Puck gets cleared out and dumped right back in by Kulikov. As we have a delayed offside here. Gets cleared. Wallman now, back behind, giving his team a chance to change. Still sitting with it. Sends the puck all the way up the ice. And Bobrovsky is there to play it. As Bobrovsky gets taken out, Edmonton with a very good chance here. Bobrovsky is able to get back in his net, though. And there's the first penalty of the game. Seth Jones going to the box for interference. That is a very blue man they just showed on the TV. Boy. Can we get a replay on that almost Edmonton goal. Oh, that was Kulikov. I didn't even see who he upended there. Just an absolute hip check on an Edmonton player though. Oh, well, seems like we got a few Oilers fans in here now. Well, if you're an Oilers fan, welcome. I don't like you as of right now. As a Bruins fan, though, I'm completely impartial. Don't have any real reason to hate you. This is a Florida Panthers jersey. We're going to imagine it says Marchand on the back. I can't find a place to get it imprinted. So as of right now, this is a old style Florida Panthers jersey with Marchand 63 on the back. I only want Marchand to win on the Panthers. Everyone else I can't be bothered, honestly. Yeah. As we get the first power play of the game, it will be the Edmonton Oilers going to work here. Crowd is fired up for it. Draisaitl, McDavid, Nuge, Perry, Bouchard on the ice for Edmonton. You want to get one back here, now would be a great time to do it. Working at 20% clip in the Stanley Cup final. Need to make sure my math was right there. 42% at home in these playoffs. 86% penalty kill, though, for Florida on the road. 86 isn't great. It's not terrible, I guess. But Florida is able to clear it, and they're able to chew a lot of clock off as they carry it into the Edmonton zone. Florida still with it now. Perry finally has it, sends it up to Draisaitl, stops at the line, gets it to Perry. Perry drops it right back, sends it down to Perry. Back behind the Florida net. Draisaitl deflects it to Bouchard. Bouchard back down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl over to Perry. Perry along the half wall there, can't quite get it. And the puck gets dumped all the way down the ice to the Edmonton net. Bouchard with it now. Takes it for a walk. Just into the offensive zone. McDavid, full head of steam here. Gets through 2, 3. Can't quite get it through all four Florida players. As the puck gets sent all the way back down once again. And here we go again. Evan Bouchard with it. Is he going to drop it back from McDavid? He's going to take it up to the red line, dump it in. McDavid lays the hit. Can't quite get it. Can't quite keep it into the offensive zone. Florida with it in the offensive zone now on the penalty kill. Nothing really working out there for them. Shots are still 6-3. Edmonton has not registered a shot yet. Oh, and Marchand. Oh, he got very lucky. How did he get lucky? He got lucky with Calvin Pickard. Calvin Pickard got lucky that he was able to cover that puck up before Marchand got there. As Jones exits the penalty box, even strength now. Edmonton failed to register even a shot on goal. Bennett with it now. Sends it over to Kachuk. Kachuk takes a shot. And it gets deflected off of Calvin Pickard. And Sam Bennett is there to bury the rebound as it shows Edmonton scoring. That is very much not what happened. Florida Panthers go up 2. And oh boy, another final minute goal. I think that was in the final minute. If not, it was final 3-minute goal for the Florida Panthers. Kachuk just rips it off of Calvin Pickard's chest protector, and it bounces right out to Sam Bennett's stick, and he's just not ready for it. There it goes, and oh! And Bennett destroyed that camera in the back of the Edmonton net. Minute 48 left. Okay. So very close to 2 minutes as Florida comes in offside. Minute 43 left. Shots are 8-3. Florida has 2 goals. Edmonton 0. Whew, boy. But Colson gets a penalty right there. I completely missed that. As Florida will have a power play separated across the 2 periods. Minute 43 left. Florida with a power play in the offensive zone. Kachuk with it. Over to Jones. Jones, bomb from the point. Can't quite get it there. Ekblad with it now. Sends it across. Gets tipped out. Barkov with it now to Reinhart. Barkov back to the point. Jones back to Barkov. Barkov down to Kachuk down in front. Ekblad with it. Can't quite get it. Reinhart recovers it. Still with it now. Sends it over to Jones. Jones takes it. Near dot. Drops it back for Aaron Ekblad. Back down to Seth Jones. Jones over to Kachuk. Nope, Reinhart, sorry. Gets the puck back to Jones. Jones to Kachuk. Down. Back behind the Edmonton net. Florida's been able to get set up so quickly in the offensive zone. Boy, that is crazy. 56 seconds left in the power play. 30 seconds left in the period. Florida gets it into their zone. Got to go to work quickly here. Verhaeghe sends it around. Nate Schmidt with it now at the point. Puts one on, and it's saved by Calvin Pickard as Marchand is blocking out in front. 23 seconds left in the first period. Marchand out in front there. Can't quite deflect it in. Sam Bennett with his 15th of the playoffs there. Oh boy. $40 left in the Florida power play. Janmark wins the draw over Bennett as Edmonton clears it, and that might do it for this opening frame. 12 seconds left. Schmidt with it. Sends it up into the neutral zone. Verhaeghe with it. Can't quite bury it there. Rodriguez has it over to Schmidt. Florida was trying to get one there. Couldn't quite get it as Bennett gets right into the face of multiple Oilers players. And I don't think anything's getting called out of that. Oh boy. Rodriguez has it. Can't quite get the wraparound in. And Wallman shoves Sam Bennett. Bennett punches him back. and Wallman takes a bit of a dive. But as we head into the first intermission, the Florida Panthers are up 2-0 over the Edmonton Oilers. Shots are 9-3 in favor of Florida. And we will be right back. All right, we are back. As it stands at first intermission, the Florida Panthers are up 2-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. Man. Let's take a little look. See if we can get the NHL visualizer here for a couple of these goals. Florida has 8 shots to the Edmonton 3, and 17 seconds left of 5-on-4 at the start of the second period. All right. Yes, I understand. All right, so Brad Marchand gets the first goal started. Just, man, that's a brutal goal. That's a brutal goal. Lindell wins it, gets it to Marchand right away, who changes his side of the ice and is able to just get around everyone there and is able to rip one home to make it 1-0. So that was the first goal. That came about 10 minutes and just over 9 minutes into the first period. And then the second Florida goal came from Sam Bennett, picking up his 15th of the playoffs with a minute 54 to go in the first period. Overall, it was a fairly even first period. It just Edmonton's given up too many chances. Similar to what they were doing in the first period of last game as well. Unfortunately, Florida was able to capitalize on 2 of them. You can't let Marchand come in one-on-one on your goalie like that. And then, as for the Sam Bennett one, that's just, man, I'm just really watching a replay of it here. What? I'm getting a lot of Oilers fans here. As I've said before, I've got no issue with you. 82 games of the year. These 7 games, I got a slight issue with you. I'm a Bruins fan originally. I'm cheering for Marchand. This is supposed to be a Florida Panthers jersey with Marchand 6'3" on the back. Yeah, so hopefully you understand. Welcome in, though. Thank you, everyone, for joining and tuning in. It means a lot to me. And then, so getting back to it, this second goal, it doesn't even make it to Calvin Pickard. Who is that out in front there? So Tkachuk takes a shot, Wallman blocks it, and Sam Bennett's right there, and he rips it home past Calvin Pickard. Man, what are you going to do on that one, really? You're expecting the shot, and then the shot doesn't come. By the time it's on his stick, you're lost, and then the puck's in the back of the net. You can't blame Calvin Pickard for that one. It's unfortunate, but unfortunately it bounced, and hockey is a game of bounces, and that's exactly what happened there. And then 2 penalties were called. Vasily Podkolzin tripping against Dmitry Kulikov. That one was a little soft. It's going to be a makeup call. I would expect 2 penalties called in the second period, 1 against each team. Third period, there's going to be nothing unless it is absolutely very blatant. Edmonton's not coming back. Not tonight. Marchand scored, and when he scores, Florida wins. I'm sorry to tell you. That's just the way it is. If Marchand scores, Panthers are going to win. Except for the one game. I think he scored and they didn't win. Whatever. And then Seth Jones, interference against Matthias Janmark. Was it interference? Yeah. Not the most apparent interference call, though. But, like, overall, like, penalty minutes are 2 apiece, obviously. Hits are 9 apiece. Edmonton has blocked 8 more shots than Florida. They've also have given the puck away 3 more times. They've taken it away once. Florida 0. It's a pretty even game so far, except in the shot and face-off department. Florida's pretty comfortably dominating those. And obviously the goals, they're up 2-0. Edmonton needs... They don't even need to play better defense. They need to be more efficient when they're in the offensive zone. And that was something, like, I'll see if I can pull up offensive zone time here. Where would that be? Game summary? No. I'll try to find it here. But from what I've seen, at least, Edmonton just needs more time in the offensive zone, and they'll get the shots. They just haven't spent a ton of time in the offensive zone, unfortunately. Let's see here. No, I want offensive zone time. There we go. Is that gonna... No, I want team. Alright, just keep adding to the search. You're gonna get it eventually. Okay, I can't seem to find it. It seems like Florida's been dominating, though, in the offensive zone. Not even dominating. It's been relatively even. Edmonton just can't get the shots they need. And, I mean, like, Bobrovsky isn't impossible to beat. He's just very hard to beat, but they've beat him before. They've scored 5 on him last game. So, you know he's not impossible. He's not 2023 or 2022, when he played lights out throughout their entire playoff runs. He's very beatable right now. But, quite frankly, putting up 3 shots in a period, that's not going to be enough. You're going to need to put, like, 10's the minimum. 10 is always the minimum. And if you can't put up 10 shots in a period, then I don't know. There's obviously one of 2 issues going on offensively or defensively. And for the Edmonton Oilers, I think it's more of a defensive issue. They're just not able, or sorry, not defensive issue, an offensive issue. Because you held Florida 7 shots. That's significantly better than the 17 they had in the first period of Game 4. Now, sure, you come back in the second and third period and you win. But that opening 20... Sorry. How do I want to phrase this? If Edmonton has a middle frame tonight, like they did in Game 4, they're going to be fine. But if they play it like they have in most other second periods, Florida's going to steamroll them, and it's going to be as simple as that. And I know I said that during my last stream of Game 4. It is what it is, though. And do you consider... no, I'm not even going to say that. You can't do that. That would be asinine, and Chris Knobloch should not see the end of this Stanley Cup final if he were to even think about pulling Calvin Pickard right now. I know that sounds terrible for the people who just came in. As for what the Oilers need to do, they need to get set up fast on the power play. You can expect one more. You might get two. If you get two, something's gone wrong, and Florida has done something egregious that the refs cannot turn away from. And it's the Stanley Cup final. They're always going to turn away from something. And tonight, it seems to be interference unless it's blatant. And that, I believe it was Seth Jones, that was a very blatant interference call, and they got the call right there. They did. As for the tripping call, that's a toss-up in the air to see what you think about it. I don't hate the call, though. But as we are getting ready for the second period, I will repeat once again, the Florida Panthers are up 2-0, and the Edmonton Oilers are also down in shots, 8-3. Florida has 17 seconds left on the power play. Ozone possession, there we go. Oh boy, those numbers are not nearly as close as I thought they were. Florida with 3 minutes of ozone possession time. Edmonton, 40 seconds. They need to get into the offensive zone, and they need to get set up. If they can't get... Like, that power play, that was abysmal. They didn't even get a shot off there. Florida had better chance. Florida had better chances on the penalty kill there than the Oilers had on the power play. And Florida just got set up so much quicker in the offensive zone during their 2-minute power play, which is just now coming to an end. 9 seconds left into the Edmonton zone. Rodriguez has it behind the net. Sends it out. Can't quite get it. There's a shot on from the point as the penalty expires. Florida did not get a shot off. No. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. Florida didn't get a shot on that power play as Edmonton ices the puck. Hold on. I need to see this. There's no way. I swear Florida had a shot. First period. I really shouldn't be doing this. Missed shot, block shot. Goalie okay. I don't believe that Florida didn't get a shot on. They looked really good with it. Kachuk with a chance now, out in front. All right. Forsling sends the puck into the corner. Ekblad unable to recover it. Gets it to Sam Bennett, though. Bennett puts it on. Into the corner it goes. As Edmonton is able to clear the puck. Puck goes into the Florida zone here. Who's able to recover it? Ekblad does recover it, sorry. And there's a fly buzzing around my room here. Draisaitl with it now, drops it off. And Forsling recovers it, sends it right through the blue paint. Gives Bobrovsky a little heart attack right there. That's always nice, scaring your goalie. Marchand takes down someone. Who is that? He's holding on to his stick. McDavid now with it. Drops off for Corey Perry. Bobbles it. Here comes Brad Marchand. Marchand with it. Near dot. Takes a shot. And that just goes just wide. And the puck remains in the Florida zone. AJ Greer in the Edmonton zone. Sorry. AJ Greer with it now. Sends it off. And the puck gets turned over to Edmonton now. Puck gets flipped all the way up into the air. Lands in the Florida zone. Kulikov with it now. Gets the puck cleared. Into the offensive zone it goes for Florida. Pickard with it now. Is that Nosek? I think that's Nosek who just had that shot there. Troy Stetcher still playing minutes, 17 minutes into the second period. That's better than he had last game. Corey Perry tips it and turns it right over to a Florida defenseman. Barkov with it now along the half wall. Puts it on. Can't quite bury it from... I completely missed who that... Reinhardt, sorry. Reinhardt. And Verhaeghe takes down an Edmonton player after he gets taken down himself. Ekblad with it. Forsling can't recover it. Here comes Kane with it. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. And, yup, Aaron Ekblad is getting called right there. 2 minutes for tripping. You got to give him credit. He sold out for the play. Oh, but you can't take a guy's legs out like that. Reinhardt blocks the flip out of the offensive zone. That is Nosek there. Okay, I thought that was. Kane comes in. Ekblad on all fours and just kind of takes out Evander Kane right there. That's going to get called for tripping every day of the week. All right, Edmonton now with the power play. Let's see how they can get set up better this time. They need a better setup than they had in their first 2-minute penalty power play. Bouchard with it. Serpentine in the defensive zone. Drops it off for McDavid. McDavid over to Nuge. Nuge back down to McDavid. McDavid gets hit. Puck down behind the Florida zone. Draisaitl with it. Over to Bouchard. Back to Nuge. Nuge down to McDavid in the bumper. McDavid out to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Draisaitl as Bobrovsky slides out of his net. But Draisaitl can't bury the shot. And that's always fun. There we go. Okay. Bouchard with the puck now. Down behind his own net. Gets the puck up. Nuge with it now. Nuge back up to Bouchard. Back down to Nuge. Circling around the top of the circle. Drops off for Corey Perry. Perry back to Nuge. Bouchard with it. Back to Nuge. Nuge puts one on. Bobrovsky bobbles it. Oh, that might be a 5-on-3. Whoa, okay. All right. I'm shocked that wasn't called for cross-checking. You arguably could call... not even arguably. That should have been called for cross-checking. McDavid with it now at the point. 20 seconds left on the power play. Draisaitl over to Bouchard with a bomb from the top of the circle. 93 miles an hour that one came in at. As the puck gets cleared down. 10 seconds left now. 7, 6, 5. That's going to do it for this one. Pickard almost turns the puck over again as the puck gets deflected up and out of play. Edmonton with 3 shots on the power play that time. 14:41 left in the second period. Nuge had a couple great chances there. That was in Bobrovsky's glove, and he bobbled it. Kulikov comes in, cross-check right to the neck of Corey Perry. Nothing gets called, though. Stetcher now sends it up into the Florida zone as the puck gets immediately deflected out of play once again. All right, Bennett with it. Circles around, dumps it back into the Edmonton zone. Edmonton is able to clear it, gets it back into the Florida zone, who sends it right back into Edmonton. Tkachuk with it, sends it down back behind the net. Bennett can't quite recover it there. Tkachuk putting pressure on Trent Frederic. Frederic up to Nurse. Nurse taking it for a walk here. Gets in and dumps it. Shots now 9-7. Edmonton really closed the gap up in shots with that power play. Kulikov almost gets a double deflection in there. Nosek with it, back behind the Edmonton net. Sends it up to Kulikov. Schmidt puts it on, nothing doing. Nosek again with the puck, down into the corner. Kulikov keeps the puck in and sends it deeper. Edmonton recovers, and finally they get it clear. Arvidsson just barely able to beat out the icing. Nate Schmidt is right there with Barkov. McDavid fighting Barkov with it in the corner. Arvidsson almost takes a stick up in the face. That could have been bad. And Edmonton is looking for a call here. Are they going to get it? I don't believe this can be reviewed. Yep. And the Edmonton Oilers will go to the power play for a delay of game. Love me a good pepperette. Pepperettes are good. I like them. Current score is 2-0 Florida. Shots are about 9-7, I do believe. Come on, man. Get out of here. All right. Reinhart in the bin. 2 minutes for delay game. Wow. He didn't just almost clear that. He sent that. Dude, come on, man. Like, that comment's not necessary. Really? Like, I mean, I've heard them before, so I'm fine with it. But, like, is that, realistically, is that how your family raised you? Is to make comments like that? It's all good. All right. We got 2 minutes. Edmonton power play time. 12:32 left in the second. And immediately Draisaitl gets a shot. Deflected wide here. Edmonton significantly better on this power play. Bouchard with it now. They looked better on the second one. They look even better on this third one here. Draisaitl down to McDavid. McDavid up to Bouchard. Bouchard low at the point. Takes it right up to the blue line. Drops it off for McDavid. McDavid with it. And chaos out in front. Bouchard, top of the circles, takes a shot just wide. That was a slow shot right there. McDavid with it. Nuge puts one on. Bunch of Florida players out in front to stop it. McDavid tries to knock the puck down. Barely able to. Bouchard recovers it. Drops to McDavid. Takes a shot. Bounces off Bobrovsky and wide. Bouchard back to McDavid once again. McDavid down into the bumper slot. I think that was Draisaitl down there. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid top of the circle. Nope, there's Draisaitl over on the right-hand side. Bouchard again to McDavid again. Tries. Can't quite get it. Who's that? I think that's Kulikov. Nope. McDavid takes a shot and that's not getting called again, is it? No. Bouchard with an absolute missile. Perry deflects. That was going dead center of the net. And Corey Perry deflected that wide. Ooh. Lindell blocking pucks with his face. "27 seconds left. 10:59 remain. Jeff Skinner almost gets it there. 20 seconds left. Florida finally gets a clear that they've been dying for. Nurse with it. 10 seconds left on the power play. Evander Kane can't quite get it. Recovered by Florida there. Jones with it. And he dumps it into the Edmonton zone. Edmonton with 2 shots, and the shots are now tied. Florida has 1 shot this period. Sorry, 2 shots this period, not 1. They've got 2 shots this period. Bennett with a nice little hit on Evander Kane right there. So, Kulak. I think that was Kulak, actually. I don't think that was Kane. Kachuk with it now. Let's go Oilers chants ringing out across the building here. Arvidsson up the left-hand side. Gets it into the offensive zone. Arvidsson again to Wallman. Wallman to Stetcher. Stetcher can't quite get a clean shot off there. Back to Wallman. Just puts it on. Gets it into the corner. Stetcher. The Oilers defensemen have been putting on shots like it's nothing today. Stetcher in the defensive zone takes it right up and puts a shot on from the neutral zone on Bobrovsky. Nosek with it now, as the puck gets dumped into the Edmonton zone. As we head to commercial. Is my stream gonna refresh, please? There we go. All right. 8:28 left in the second period. Edmonton has very much played this second period very similar to how they played Game 4 in the second. Bobrovsky sends it back behind his net for Barkov. Barkov is able to clear it. Edmonton is able to get it right back in. Shot off the side of the Florida net. Puck gets cleared up into neutral territory. Here comes Bouchard now on the forecheck to Draisaitl. Drops it for Evander Kane. Can't get there, though, as Bouchard needs to make his way back on defense. Pickard leaves it there for Nurse. Nurse still with it. Takes it out from back behind his net. Lindell is there. Can't quite get the stop. Shots are 7-1 in favor of Edmonton this period. This is very similar to Game 4, and that does not bode very well for Florida, although Bobrovsky has played incredibly well, especially in the second period. Mikkola with it. Drops it for Seth Jones. Sends it around. Marchand with it through neutral territory. Oh boy, who was that? Almost offside there. Marchand still with it. Back behind the Edmonton net. Shot goes on. Can't quite get it done there. Oh boy. Oh boy, Florida. If the penalties weren't 3-1 right now, there would be a couple getting called here. Schmidt with the puck, sends it up, gets dropped back for Sam Bennett. Bennett down to Tkachuk. Tkachuk puts it on. Back up to Sam Bennett. Bennett across, and the puck gets cleared accidentally by the Florida Panthers. Stetcher and Nurse have been out there for a minute 40. They need a change. Florida's not letting them get it, though. Oh, boy. Oh, they need a whistle or something at least. They still can't get off. We're pushing almost 2 minutes now. Oh, boy. 2-minute shift for Darnell Nurse right here. That is normally a death sentence. Florida has retaken the lead in shots as they finally get a whistle. And that will get Nurse and Stetcher off the ice. Hey, Sully, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Always nice seeing new people in here. My ears are getting really warm. Oh, boy. All right. All right, how are we feeling right now, guys? Panthers fans, Oilers fans, what's the other word? Fans that don't have a team in the game. Second Oilers goalie to start with a 7-0 record is Calvin Pickard. Grant Fuhr was the other one. Florida now outshoots Edmonton 12-10. So again, it's close. As Edmonton wins the draw, gets it out, but Florida gets it right back in. There's Verhaeghe with it now. Sends it down into the corner. Barkov fighting for it in the corner. Verhaeghe recovers it. Wraps it around the net. Seth Jones is there. Barkov right back at it. Back over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe takes it down back behind the net. Reinhart. Barkov with it along the half wall. Wallman gets it out barely. And the puck gets dumped into the Florida zone, but before the red line, so we head back for icing. Edmonton doesn't have a right-hand face-off taker? That can't be true. That's got to just mean on the line. Marchand with a shot, though, from the near dot. Jeff Skinner with it now. Dumps it in over the red line, and it will go the distance. Marchand tries to take it up, though. Lucerinen right there. This line has been lightning quick. You blink, it's in one end. You blink, it's in the other. These are two lines that are just incredible for their speed, and they're not even the fastest players on their teams. That might be the funniest part. Edmonton, they need a goal. They need at least a goal before the end of the second period here. If they don't get one, I'm gonna call it and I'm gonna say that they're done for. But 4 minutes still to go. A lot of hockey still to be played. As we remain with 3:51 left in the second period. Florida is able to clear it, and it bobbles off of Bouchard's stick, and it goes the distance down into the Edmonton zone. Barkov with it. Gets it up to Mikula. I almost said Kulikov. That was 77, not 7. The puck is recovered by Edmonton. Draisaitl. Nothing quite doing with that one, though. Skinner wraps it around. Bouchard with it. Over to Ekholm. Ekholm puts shot on over the shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky. Bouchard with it again. Winds up for Matthias Ekholm. And it will stick with Sergei Bobrovsky. Shots are now 12-11. Just under 3 minutes to go. Only 23 shots. That's not a ton. And so yes, my math is right. There's 24 in the first period of game 4, 23 through 37 minutes of game 3. I'm now out of water. That is not good. Thankfully, we don't have too long left. All right. Edmonton is able to clear it. Who's going to beat it out, though? Florida does recover it. Marchand with it. Sends out to Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt back up to Marchand. Marchand back out towards center ice a bit more. As the puck gets knocked down by Lindell, Edmonton recovers it. Takes it for a skate. That's Darnell Nurse back behind his own net. 2 minutes 4 to go. All right, 2 minutes. Now we're into crunch time here. This is momentum shifting. Why did I think Dajovic was 21? He's 12. Ekblad with it. Greer gets it in the corner. Tries to put a shot on just off the side of the net. Minute 30 to go here. Bobrovsky out of his net to play it. Just barely does in time. Bennett with it now. Banks it off the glass, and that's gonna not go for icing. Someone must... Oh, no, that did go for icing. Sorry. Minute 16 left. Ooh, McDavid almost sets up Skinner for a shot there, as the shot gets deflected up and out of play. Barkov, McDavid in for the draw. Edmonton with it now. Puts a shot on, and Bobrovsky is able to deflect it wide. Florida recovers it in their own zone, though. Can't quite clear it. They're going to have to skate out. They finally get it out. Edmonton needs to reset in the neutral zone. Florida is able to dump the puck into the offensive zone. Bouchard takes a hit. McDavid now with it. Drops it up, sends it up ice. Florida playing with their food at this point. Shots are 12-12 now. 30 seconds left. Oh. Bennett takes a shot on goal. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to get another split power penalty here. Is it going to be 4? Draisaitl is going to go for high sticking on Dmitry Kulikov. Oh, Draisaitl's fuming on that one. Yeah, no, that's high sticking. That was sold a little bit, but I mean that's high sticking. He got him right up in the face. Can't go hitting guys in the fotch. Oh boy, just hit after hit on high sticks. Oh boy, minute 40 will remain of Florida Panthers power play time. And then after that, that's going to be it for power plays. Mark my words, I'm calling it now. No more penalties for the rest of the game unless it is egregious goaltender interference as the second period comes to an end. Florida 13, Edmonton 11 are the shots. Florida still leads 2-0 as they did at the end of the first. There will not be any more penalties unless it's goalie interference, delay game, or it's really bad. That's just how it goes in the Stanley Cup final. It's not like a bold prediction by any means, but it's a prediction that I'm going to put out there. I am out of water. Oh boy. All right. Well, what do we think so far of tonight's game? Officiating wise, gameplay wise, in general, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? Whether you're an Oilers fan, Panthers fan, unbiased fan, just here to watch, have a good time, and hang out. What are we thinking here? All right. I will be right back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to go grab a new drink of water. Oh, there we go. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, we are back. Got, I think, just about 12 minutes left. Well, that was a rather interesting second period. No goals. The Edmonton power play, though, did look better as the period went on. And unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to be able to get one past Bobrovsky. Here we go. Per Chris Johnston, Brad Marchand joins Mario Lemieux as the only player in NHL history to score 5 goals in multiple Stanley Cup finals in the last 59 years. Oh boy. You gotta admit, you want someone who's clutch. Brad Marchand is the guy to call. He's been great. All series. I'm a bit biased, but I don't really have that much to say about him that's been bad this series. He's played really well. He's looked all right defensively. That's kind of all you can ask for him, honestly. He's, what, 37, 38, I think? Yeah, Marchand is in very elite company with that stat. Oh boy. Sam Bennett joins Zach Hyman, Alex Ovechkin, and Sidney Crosby with the most goals in a singular postseason among active players. Zach Hyman with 16, Ovechkin, Crosby, Bennett with 15. I would expect Sam Bennett to be at the top of that list by the time this playoff series is all said and done. Yeah. Boy, that's tough. All the other players on that list with 5+ goals in multiple Stanley Cup finals, one team, and then Brad Marchand, Florida and Boston. That's from the NHL stats, NHL PR Instagram account. Man, that's just that's unfortunate, but you know, the Burns organization did what's best for him. That's all I can ask, really, and I'm thankful that they did. Did it have? You know what? It had to be Florida. They were. I'm gonna trust that they were the highest bidder. All right. Getting set up here shortly for the third period. Florida currently leads 2-0. And I believe shots are almost even. Yeah, 13-11 in favor of Florida. They have a minute 40 left of power play time, though, before this game is said and done. When this game goes to a game 6, because it will be going to a game 6 regardless of what happens tonight, that will be Tuesday, June 17th. I will be right here. I can almost guarantee that, barring anything goes wrong. And you know what? I hope everyone can join me. I've had a lot of fun today. It's been great. Definitely far and away my most active stream I've had yet. All right. Are we getting ready here? No, Jasper is there. There's Jasper. My cat. He helps me get more views on videos, so he's up here sometimes on his little bed. All right. Are we finally going to get a puck drop here? Possibly. Maybe. Doesn't seem like it, though. No. Oh, my ears are absolutely on fire right now. Oh boy. Go Cats, go. Let's go. All right. Edmonton did a lot better. Draisaitl will begin the third period in the box after taking a high sticking penalty late in the second period. Barkov dumps it. Puck ends up in the Florida zone. Bobrovsky's there. Jones with it now, taking it for a skate. Up the ice, into the neutral zone. Drops it back. Tkachuk is there to recover it. Barkov sends it back to Tkachuk. Tkachuk over to Reinhart. Reinhart spinning, looking for a man open. Sends it back around the net to Tkachuk. Minute gone in the power play here. "35 seconds left now. Dude, just stop looking. Stop looking at the time. The viewers. Bennett with a chance. Nothing doing, though. Florida got two shots last power play. McDavid in. Can't quite get a clean shot off. Edmonton back into their zone. Going to regroup and cycle it back. McDavid off the ice now. Forsling behind the net, takes it out, sends it down the ice, and that's going to go the distance. Stuart Skinner, Calvin Pickard is there, though. Oh boy, these 8 o'clock games are killing me. Marchand gets taken down, no call, though. Kulikov is there. Takes down an Edmonton player, no call there as well. Podkolzin also gets taken down and no call. Reinhart with it now. Lusterinen. Connor Brown. Over to Ekholm. Ekholm takes it down. Barkov has it. Up to Kachuk. No, up to Reinhardt, sorry. Reinhardt takes it in. Dumps it in. Bouchard is going to get to the puck first. Bouchard behind his own net. Brown back down to Bouchard. Bouchard with it behind his own net. Sends a long stretch pass that's going to deflect off a couple players and onto Nate Schmidt's stick. He flicks it right back in. Jeff Skinner recovers it, sends it back in the neutral zone before it gets sent right back in. As the puck goes down the ice, Edmonton looking for a call here. I missed what they're looking for. As the puck gets iced, Carolina fan rooting for Edmonton in the final. You know what? That's fair. I probably would as well. I don't think. Yeah, I haven't really met many Carolina fans, so I don't really know who they're cheering for as a fan base. I would imagine most are cheering for Edmonton, though. Just under 4 minutes gone here in the third period. Oilers with it in their own zone, working their way up through the neutral zone. Draisaitl absolutely unloads one. I think that was Seth Jones. That might have been. As Florida comes right back down the other way. Bennett with the, sorry, not with the puck. In open ice. Dumps it down back behind the Florida net. Marchand with it now. In the near corner. Puts it out front. Can't quite get anything else off that. Oilers up through the neutral zone. Draisaitl has it as they come in offside. And that camera angle was very apparent on that one. That's not great TV. All right. Gadjevich almost lays the body. Can't quite get a clean hit there. As Edmonton comes in offside once again, and Arvidsson ends up in the middle of two Panthers players. 15:05 left in the third period. Edmonton without a shot in the third. Florida, I believe, has two. Slow start to the third period once again. Kind of similar to how the first period went. As the puck now gets iced. So we head down into the Florida zone. All right. Knobloch loading up here. Perry, McDavid, I don't want to say that's Draisaitl there in the middle. You got Bouchard on 1D. And I can't tell. Oh, Edmonton barely keeps it in, but the puck gets tipped out. Marchand with it now once again. He scores! I'm going to question if that's going to count, so I'm not going to fully celebrate yet. Did Marchand really score there? They're waving that in. Marchand right there, immediately on the puck. turns on the Jets like he's a mini McDavid, beats out Jake Wallman. Oh boy, that's nasty. Goes one side to the other on Jake Wallman, gets him to fall down, tucked it 5-hole on Calvin Pickard, and he's going to be seeing Brad Marchand in his nightmares for a while. And Marchand now has 10 career 2-goal playoff games. That's quite the achievement for him. 16 shots on goal now for the Panthers with 3 goals. And that could be curtains for Edmonton. I'm not going to say it yet because there's a lot of hockey still left. But Marchand picks up his 10th goal of the playoffs. I believe his 4th of the Stanley Cup final. 5th. His 5th of the Stanley Cup final. I'm going to be more confident in my answer there. And, oh boy, Edmonton is in deep, deep trouble. They need more shots from in tight if they want to have a chance here. At the very least, if it is Marchand, you will now have 2 Canadian teams that will see him in nightmares for years to come. Obviously, Edmonton. You could even say 3, to be honest, as Edmonton gets a great shot there. I missed who that was. Marchand back up the wing once again, and he can't pull off the move back to back. That would be amazing if he could. Obviously, he played pretty well against Vancouver in 2011. Scored 5 goals in the finals. I would consider that to be pretty well. And then Toronto, obviously, that one's self-explanatory, I would hope. And now Edmonton. He's just going to go around tormenting Canadian teams until he's gotten all of them. And then he's going to retire off like nothing happened. Bouchard with a 90-mile-an-hour shot right there. McDavid in tight, and he scores. And the barn loses their mind. Connor McDavid pulls the Edmonton Oilers within 2. Shots are all tied up. And oh boy, 12:36, Edmonton is down by 2. I called it. It's possible. In tight, just like I said. Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux are the 2 faster players to 150 playoff points than Connor McDavid. Oh boy, this might be one of the greatest Stanley Cup Finals in history. I'll say it. These games have been very tight all the way through. We haven't had a blowout. McDavid reached 150 points in it. Marchand is doing stuff at an absolutely absurd age. And, I mean, every game has been entertaining from puck drop to final horn. This might be one of the greatest Stanley Cup Finals in history. McDavid just tied it. Just over 12 minutes to go. It is 3-1 Florida. Just can't really read chat because there's nothing really in chat to read. No, so. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oilers fans are alive and well after that McDavid goal. And that will silence the building. Sam Reinhart rips one off the bar. And it's 4-1 Florida. I didn't even have time to process this. Barkov gets it out front to Reinhart, grips it and rips it. And that's 4. Bang. Verhaeghe almost gets a stick on it. Doesn't need to, though. And just like that, this game's gone from 2-0 to 4-1 in a matter of, 3 minutes, I think? Have they even announced I don't think they've announced the Marchand goal yet. Marchand, now with the puck, sends it up to the defenseman. Oh, there's the McDavid goal. Okay, so they have announced the Marchand goal then. Oh, Boucher got an assist on that. Kachuk with it now, back behind the net. He's not playing healthy either. He's playing very much hurt. Kulak kicks it free. Rodriguez is there, though. Puts one on immediately. Stopped by... Wow. Stopped by Pickard, but the puck comes loose. There we go. Kulikov with it now. Bouchard in the neutral zone. Dumps in just after the red line. Perry now puts a shot on, and the shot will deflect up and out of play. Was that? I think I just saw a Chicago Blackhawks jersey on the broadcast. I'm not sure. I think it was though. Jones with it behind his own net. Sends it out. Alexander Barkov is there though, but he doesn't win the puck battle. Mikula over to... Oh, maybe. Does he get there? No, he doesn't. Verhaeghe can't quite get there. Bouchard, stop. Nope, there. It was bound to happen eventually. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Sweet. Bouchard with it, back behind his own net. Gets the puck up into the neutral zone. In comes McDavid with it. McDavid bobbles it, can't quite get it there. Marchand almost gets sprung for another breakaway. Can't quite get there, though. Forsling over to Lusterine, and Lusterine hits the red line and dumps it in. Well, that building did not stay silent for long. Just under 9 minutes to go. Shots are 18-16 in favor of Florida. Score is 4-1. Florida has been masterful in chewing clock these playoffs. They need to take off another 8.5 minutes, and they will be set here. Kulak with it. Sends it up, can't quite get it into the Florida zone deep enough. When does Chris Knobloch pull Calvin Pickard here? It's early, but you got to at least start thinking about it. .7:39 left to play in regulation. Marchand with it behind the Edmonton net. Tries to get it up to the defenseman. Unable to do so. .7:18 left. Puck gets dumped into the Edmonton zone. Hasn't been a shot here for a while. That no call on the trip there. Rodriguez takes it in. Edmonton working their way up. Kulak puts shot on. Bobrovsky lost it. Bounced back out in front of him, though. .6:20 left now. Florida needs 6.5 minutes of perfect hockey, and they can get away with one here. Nurse with it now. Takes it out from behind the Edmonton net. Dumps it up. And the puck gets iced. That is not ideal for Edmonton. Oh, baby, we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm also getting tired. Oh boy, I was up way too early this morning. Shots are 17-16. 5:58 left in the third period. Nate Schmidt with it now, off the face-off. Marchand back behind the Edmonton net. Said that a few times tonight. And Calvin Pickard will cover the puck. Oh, that is very much a Panthers jersey underneath that Oilers jersey. Well, someone's going to be happy. All right. Oh boy. All right. Final 5.5 here. Oh, Bobrovsky. Oh, baby. Bobrovsky lost it. And it almost bounced off him and went in. Pickard heads to the Edmonton bench. 450 of extra attacker time for the Edmonton Oilers. Keep an eye out for a Marchand possible hat trick here. And there's no way that didn't go in. They wave it off. They say that's no goal. I'm going to believe them here, but I question it. Bouchard with it now. At the point. McDavid can't quite get to Bouchard. Marchand to Lundell. Marchand with it. Tries to dump it in. Can't quite get the empty net goal to seal the hat trick. Four minutes left now. Ekblad with it in the corner. Edmonton comes up with the puck from the puck battle. Bouchard with it at the point. Kulak now. Down to McDavid. Chaos out in front, and the puck squirts back out wide. I can feel my heart picking up. Bouchard with a shot on from the point. Nothing doing. The shot actually deflects out back into neutral territory, and Edmonton bobbles the puck offside. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the dot. And how did this not... Oh, that one off the post. Oh, boy. All right. I'm not going to call it too early, but I'm going to start preparing for it. What do we think? Does Edmonton force a Game 7 on Tuesday night? I'm personally going to say that they do. I would love to know what you guys think, though. Hi there, Joey. Welcome to the stream. Very happy for you to join me, along with everyone else that's joined me tonight. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun doing this game. Shots are 18-16 Florida. 3:30 left. Your room has cool angles. Yeah, it's different. I wasn't sure that I liked it initially, but I'm starting to come around to it. I got a window like right here, just off to my right, and then obviously the window back there. And each one of them has the little triangle top to it, and then the roof ends up flattening out at the top there. Pickard back onto the bench though. Draisaitl with it. Can't quite get a clean shot out. Florida's been great on the man advantage, but Edmonton finally buries it though. And that's Corey Perry. 3:13 left. Oh boy. All right, this is getting tight now. As I compliment the Florida Panthers as well. I said that they've looked good on the man disadvantage tonight. All right. Bobrovsky not getting much help there, getting a screen from his own man there, unfortunately. Edmonton wins the opening draw. 3:08 left as the clock ticks by. Pressure is building here. Pickard heads towards the Edmonton bench. Extra attacker is on. Edmonton gets a clean zone entry. Puck gets flipped up. Makes it as we have a whistle. Whistle for a high stick. 2:48 left. Florida's up 4-2 currently against Edmonton. Just under 3 minutes to go. Immediately, puck gets dumped in. Pickard can't even get to his bench. Not even thinking about it right now. Edmonton with it. Are they going to get the clear? Nuge with it at the blue line. Gets pushed right back in. Bouchard with it now. Gets the puck up, and they are able to clear it. Draisaitl now down alongside the net. He scored there from before, though. Bouchard with it. Puts one on. Barkov can't win the puck battle there. 2 minutes, 11 left. Bouchard hands down the puck, and it does get out. Bobrovsky with it, sends it around the back of his net. Ekblad's there. He sends it up. Bouchard right there again. Minute 50 to go now. Luostarinen has it. Flips it out to center ice, and that puck is going to go down for icing. 1 minute 39 to go. Wallman with a shot. Perry, the deflection, and can't quite score as it goes wide. But McDavid was right there, though. Oilers fans are believing. Question is, can the team come through? And Knobloch will call a timeout. Shots are now 18-18. Florida 4, Edmonton 2. Edmonton just called a timeout. It'll be very interesting to see how they handle this here. McDavid going to be on the ice. But you gotta watch out. Marchand's looked good on the penalty kill tonight. He's had a couple chances. Bobrovsky grabs a drink of water. Might be his last drink of the game. Edmonton getting riled up in the crowd at least. Lindell. Nope, ref's calling off the faceoff. All right, come on, baby. Minute 39 left. Oilers win the draw. Bouchard with it, puts one on. Bobrovsky deflects it wide. Who's going to get there, though? Puck along the near boards. Bouchard puts one on again. Bobrovsky makes the stop, but again, can't corral it. Puck gets lunched down, and it goes in. Who got that? I didn't see who got that. That was Lusterinen. Scores to make it 5-2. And that's going to be the dagger. Unless Edmonton pulls off a miracle here. That is the dagger. It's 5-2 Florida. One minute 10 to go here. Yeah, Mark, behind the net. Stetcher. Podkolzin puts a shot on, and Bobrovsky makes the stop with just under a minute to play. The Florida Panthers now hold the NHL record for most goals scored on the road in the playoffs. In a singular playoffs, I should specify. 56 seconds left on the clock here. Can Edmonton get at least one back? Seth Jones has the puck. Gets hit off it, but the puck gets sent around the back of the net. Tkachuk and Jones fighting over it. Tkachuk sends it out. Is that cool? I think that's Kulikov with it. Puck gets tossed in softly. 30 seconds left. I'm calling it now. Florida 5, Edmonton 2. That's going to be game. 25 seconds left, though. Puck in the Florida zone. Nate Schmidt with it. Takes it around the back of the net. Rodriguez is able to clear the puck. 13 seconds. 12. 11. And Janmark is going at it. And are we getting some rough stuff? We are going to get some rough stuff as the clock is going to wind down and they're going to stop it with 5 seconds left. Then they're just winding it down. Is that, yeah, they wind it down. Whistle never went. Greer, Podkolzin getting into it. Sorry. I don't even. All right, that's it, guys. That's the final. At Florida 5, Edmonton 2. Game 6 in Florida on Tuesday. Shots were 21-19 in favor of Edmonton. And they are on the brink of losing yet another Stanley Cup final. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you liked. Click subscribe if you enjoyed. Helps out the channel a lot. And we will see you guys on Tuesday for the next live stream. Have a good one.